Welcome! This is RiaTalk for real people, where we're always keeping it real about real life. And here's your host, Maria.
Hello! It's 2020. Time for a new vision and a better focus.
Okay, so what are we talking about today?
Well, we're going to talk today about practicing the pause. I would say practice the pause. That means many times we are rushing, fussing, and cussing when we really need to slow down, stop rushing, stop fussing, stop cussing. Practice the pause. Hold up, wait a minute, espera, wait, hold up, espera. Practice the pause.
Okay, so tell me some applications, some real life applications of this. And what made you think about, practice the pause?
Because I have been guilty of rushing, fussing, and almost cussing. Because when you rush and you fuss, it can easily make you cuss. So I was thinking, I just need to slow my life down. I just need to be still and let God love me. I just need to pause, go into my quiet place, and reflect a little bit on the things that's bothering me, that makes me want to rush, fuss, and cuss.
So practice the pause is a meditation. You're just going to meditate.
It's not just about meditating. It's about when oftentimes you may be making accusation. You may be accusing, assuming things. I've in my rush sometimes I may make false assumptions about people, places, and things. Or, you could be judging something that's not really it's not what you think it is. Mm-hmm. So sometimes before you rush to judgment, it's kind of like people say, you don't know me, honey. You don't know me. Don't judge me. You don't know me. And that's the truth. Sometimes you see something and because you're not in that person's life, you don't know why they're doing what they're doing. And you may not even understand what they're doing. They may be doing it for a certain reason. So you have to slow down your judging. You got to practice the pause and get more information before you make a final judgment on someone, unless you already informed. But oftentimes we rush to judgment.
So practice the pause is not only just slowing down in your life, but it's also slowing down in making decisions about other people as well. So this has multiple applications.
Yes, it does. And you really need to pause because that brings you peace. Practicing the pause gives you peace because most of us, we're good people. We don't want to have false accusation. We don't know people like that. And you may see something about a person before you rush to judge them. Maybe you need to get more information before you become conclusory in your decision. Oh, that little girl, she's so fast. She's running around with all those boys. For all you know, all those boys may be her relatives. Or maybe little mama, something has happened in her life to create that in her. And she does that to get attention and she needs some help. Don't rush to judgment. Maybe you could see how you could help this little girl and mentor her.
So what other applications does this practice the pause can be applied to?
It can, as I said, it applies to everything in your life. When you rush, I always said this, not always, but I've had moments in my life where I used to lose my keys. Where are my keys? Mm-hmm. And if I have an appointment, I was always late. I'm never late. I don't like late because I've started practicing the pause. I've tried to prepare the night before. If not the night before, early in the morning, get up earlier. And if I'm going to be late, I'm just going to be late. They can reschedule me, but I'm not going to rush. And if my life seems hectic, I practice the pause. I said, slow down. Slow down. Things are going crazy. And you're creating the crazy. I'm creating that same crazy. I need to practice the pause. That's the word you can say to yourself. PP. Yeah, sometimes you have to go And you need, while you're going, practice the pause. P, the letter P means you need to practice the pause.
So, practicing the pause, how does it, I know you said that this helps you, it's supposed to help you, I guess create some kind of serenity. I'm just trying to get my head around when you do this, when you're slowing down, the benefits of it, and what kind of benefits have you seen from it in your life? Like you said, you're always losing your keys and all this kind of stuff.
I stopped losing my keys. Once I practiced the pause, I was able to think, when was the last time I saw my keys?
Okay, so practicing the pause gives yourself a moment to think.
Yeah, to think, because you run around rushing, fuss. Little Johnny, what you do with my keys? Little Johnny, what you do with this? Slow down. You probably lost your keys. You probably lost whatever that you're accusing the children of. If not, even if they did, slow down. Practice the pause. You know they didn't do it on purpose. It gives you the benefit of peace. It gives you the benefit of getting along with people, getting along with your family members, not making your children cry. Because you know you love them, you don't want them to be upset. But because you're rushing and fussing, and you can say something harsh to someone that you really love, you didn't mean to, and your kids start crying. I'm thinking of children because they have the least amount of power. And you think of later while you're at work, man, I was just so mean to my baby, and now he's in school or he's in a daycare, and I wish I could take back those harshness that you don't have your tools, your shoestring not tied, your clothes on backwards. Practice the pause. If you're going to be late, you're going to be late. Even if you think you may get fired, you can get a new job. That child is with you for the rest of your life. Give your child love. Practice the pause and give someone some peace.
So practice the pause can also be called compassion, giving people compassionate.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a gift that you can give to people. Practice the pause. When someone has gotten on your nerve and made you mad, even at work, you can have a coworker that seemed to be getting on your nerve, like because she's trying to put you on what you call front street. You think that she may be doing that. And sometimes people still are doing that. But sometimes practice the pause and reflect. Why is she doing this? It's probably her insecurity. And if you could be of any help to a person, I'm going to tell you like my mama said, God will bless you. Give that gift of this person needs something. I don't need to I don't need to be the light to shine on me because God's light is shining on me. I'm going to practice the pause and I'm going to let her shine. I'm going to let her be out front because I don't need that. But she clearly needs this, I'm going to let her have her moment in the sun. Practice the pause to be a blessing to someone else.
I'm listening to you say this and I'm thinking it's so good. And this is such a good message in the 21st century where we're always like, go, 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 go. I'm already behind and the day just started. But I'm thinking that sometimes other people need to practice the pause. Because see, I be practicing my pause, but other people I notice need to practice their pause. What do you say to something like that?
I'm just laughing because you're laughing, but
because sometimes I feel like I am in my practice, I am being patient, but I feel like people are not being patient with me.
See, because you're being selfish. You're being selfish. You're thinking about you. And sometimes you do have to think about yourself, but here's the wrong part of what you're doing in that thing. They need to practice.
Right, because I'll tell you a perfect example. We know we live here in LA. LA traffic is horrible. And sometimes I take the train. And I let people on the train or whatever, but people, it's like a herd of animals. And I'm standing there, and now I need to get on, and you act like I'm causing you a problem. See how this can cause friction? And everyone's trying to get to work. Everyone's trying to get to their place. But I have let you on, and now that the train is too crowded, you're acting like I'm in position. But the only reason I'm trying to get on here, or you got your spot, is because I let you on, because I practice my pause. And I let you go.
This is what you got to know always in every situation in your life. Say it's all about me. I know this is a sidebar. I always say that. And maybe my next thing will be It's in my book, but it's also true in life. It's me, oh Lord. Standing in the need of prayer. It's not about that other person. I'm going to show you. You have no control of them, though. If you always project to other people how they should behave, you're going to always have your peace disturbed. You're going to always be stressed out because you cannot control them. And like they say, it's not what happens to you that impacts you. It's how you perceive what is happening to you. It's all about you, though. Someone can step on your toes and it can hurt real bad. But if you can clearly see that person, it was an accident. It was a child. It was an older person. No, it was just an accident. And being the decent person that you are, you're like, oh, it's okay. But your toes are hurting real bad. But you're like, my toes are hurting, but I know you didn't mean to do it. It's okay. See, you practice the pause. You knew that person didn't make a mistake. Just like with that person again. Let's go back to your situation. You let the person on the train trying to be thoughtful and helpful, and then they're not being thoughtful and helpful.
Right.
So you have to say, what power, what control do I have over this situation? I have the power in how I react to this situation. I can step further away and wait for another train. Yeah, you can.
No, I gotta get to work.
Yeah, okay. You can get to work late, or you can get there. You can do earlier. In that situation, see, long as you think you don't have the power, which you do, you can either just let them behave like that and get on anyway, and just send up a prayer for you and that person.
I think I might have to do that.
Or you can just step back and say, I'm just going to be late today. I'm going to take the next train. Because I don't want to kill nobody up in here. I don't want no fight up in here. Help me, Jesus. Help me, Father.
See, that's what
Practice the pause.
See, that's what I'm saying. Because I feel like sometimes when all of this stuff is so great, but, what if you have been practicing the pause? Why I always got to be the one to practice the pause?
Because it's all about you. It's all about you. It's about your peace. It's about what you want to put out into the world. What you put out comes back to you. The Bible says God is not marked. Whatever man soweth, that shall he also reap. If you want peace, send out peace into the world. If you want forgiveness, send forgiveness out into the world. If you want understanding, send out understanding into the world. Give and it shall be given. So it's just the pause.
So we should just always be practicing the pause, even when other people are not practicing the pause.
It's not about other people. Never consider their behavior. Whatever you do in life, don't make it about somebody else. Oh, but he's not doing right. That's almost childish. Oh, he's not doing this. But you know how your mama tell you, oh, if somebody else jump over a cliff, you going to jump there too. But Johnny doesn't do it. But Johnny gets to stay up late. For one thing, Johnny's not my child. You live here in this house. You're my child. That's what I said to my children. And that's most certainly what my parents said to me. Same thing. What God is saying to us all in a different way. Restated by Maria. Practice the pause. Because it's still doing what God wants us to do. Practicing the golden rule. Doing unto others as we would have them to do unto us. That's what practicing the pause is all about. Of course, we're not going to be successful at it all the time. The Bible says, if a man happen to sin, he has an advocate with the Father. He has a lawyer. A lawyer is an advocate. Jesus Christ, the righteous. Jesus Christ is the righteous. So he knows we're not always going to get it right. So he goes before the Father and say, Lord, I know they got it wrong. And he advocates on our behalf to the Father. So don't expect that you're going to always practice the pause, but you have it in your mind. Practice the pause. Sometimes you're not going to do it. Sometimes you're not even going to think about it. But now that I put it out there, and you reflect on practice the pause, you would do it more times than you did it before. And I thank you.
Okay, well, I think we got it all, and we wrapped it on up real good in a nice little bow. Okay, that's it, guys, for RiaTalk. Leave your comments and your compliments on our new Instagram, RiaTalk, and we'll see you next week.